Planet Vero Studio is powered by the Nolan Group of RE/MAX Associated Realty. MyNextHomeFinder.com. Welcome to the radio show that features local small businesses, amazing nonprofits, and all types of inspiring stories to give strength, instill love, and provide hope within our community. It's time for Outspoken Outreach with your host, Dr. Amanda Hackford.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back. We're here today with another amazing nonprofit, and that is Wounded Waters. And Kevin is here with us today, who is the founder and the president, founder. He is the main person to go to for Wounded Waters. He's going to tell us all about it. So we want to say thank you for coming and welcome. Yes. So we'll start by saying, Wounded Waters is I think is great. I love it, every bit of it. So we're going to let you just kind of tell them what Wounded Waters really is, what it's about.
Yeah, perfect. Well, thanks for having me on the show. So Wounded Waters, it's a nonprofit, and the goal of it is we take veterans and first responders out fishing to help them deal and cope with PTSD and suicidal ideations and stuff like that. I started up about 5 years ago. I was stationed up at Fort Campbell, Kentucky, and I was taking soldiers out fishing to get them out of the barracks and stuff on the weekends. And after one fishing trip, one of the soldiers that I've known for a while came up to me and said, thank you. And I didn't think nothing of it. I just started throwing more stuff in my truck as we were loading up. And he stopped me and he said, no, really, thank you. And I was like, well, what's going on? He's like, well, I was going to go home tonight and kill myself. And it really hit me really hard because suicide in the military is extremely high. And everyone's trying to figure out any little thing or any program or anything we can do to help reduce it. So I started taking more guys out fishing, and everyone kept saying, hey, they love it. It's good. Keep doing it. So then a little bit down the road, we formed a nonprofit, and we've just been going ever since. And it's all about, it's not just focused on fishing. It's all about just getting these people out there on the water together, and I call it saltwater therapy. It's literally just getting people together so that way they can meet new people, get to talk about some stressors if they want to, or just hang out with a group of people. And it's all about just being able to have that person at the end of the day, you met someone new that you can reach out to if you're having a bad day. Right. So that's what it's all about. And we're doing pretty good so far. So far this year, we've done, I think we're at 107 veterans and first responders that we've taken out. And the year's not over, so we're gonna keep going after it.
Exactly. And you are a veteran yourself.
Yep. I just retired. I moved back home to Vero here. I'm originally from here, my wife and I just retired in January, and we brought it back here, and this is where we're trying to really build it up and make this a big organization that's nationwide known. So, I mean, that's the whole goal. Is we want to build what's called the Wounded Waters Ranch, where it's a retreat setting for that way we can bring people in from all over, where they have 3 or 4 days, where it's all exclusive. They can bring their families, and we do fishing trips, we do snorkeling, we go on river cruises, and just any type of therapeutic thing that we can do to help them that doesn't have to deal with talking to shrinks and stuff like that, because nobody in the military wants to do that.
No, and I understand, because it does. Being out on the water too is just another level of calming, calmness. So it's not just the fishing, like you said, just going out there and it being peaceful, away from the normal day to day and the things that you have to do on a regular basis. So it's all a distraction, being out there. So it could be fishing, it could be just literally sitting out there with somebody who, in your case, you know what they're going through. So somebody else that knows their thoughts, knows their feelings, have been through what they've been through, and just hanging out, meeting somebody that they can talk to, relate to, and understands. And then they're in that setting where it's calm and it's peaceful and it's not that hustle and bustle and stressful day to day, where they're on top of what they're already going through is stress, and that day-to-day living. So the program, or the nonprofit, but I say program because it is like a program that you've created, is just top notch to me. It just is, because it works. We're trying as hard as we can, because the 22 a day is still, it's a horrible number. There should be zero veteran suicides every single day, and then we're actually at a good mark.
But I mean, the numbers are still climbing. They're still increasing. So anything that we can do just to give them that extra outlet to show them, hey, there's people out there that care. There's different things that you can do, and different things that you can do with other people just to be able to go out and have fun. Because every fishing trip we go out on, I tell everyone, hey, at the end of the day, if we catch fish, great. If we don't, it doesn't really matter. It's all about just getting out and just being able to be with other like-minded people that have experienced through different traumatic things. Exactly. And some people have experienced way worse stuff than a lot of them. But at the end of the day, it's all about just getting the group of people together and just letting them know, hey, we're here for you. If you ever need anything, give us a call. People have bad days and they call me up after fishing trips and stuff like that. I've talked to people that, I actually talked to one this morning that called me up that I took out fishing last year, and he just said, hey, thanks, man, for getting me out of it, because he was in a really bad rut. He wasn't being social with anybody. He was kind of distancing himself from his family and stuff like that. And then once we actually took him out and did some fishing with him and just got to hang out with him, it was kind of like a spark kind of ignited from him. And he figured out that there's other things to do instead of just sitting at home and just dwelling into the past and all of the demons that we're dealing with and stuff like that.
It's an outlet. It's an outlet. You really need an outlet of some form. And if it's not fishing for some, you've got to find one, whatever it may be, and you can help them find what it is if they don't want to fish, and making that connection with you so that it can last past the fishing, like you said, calling you, knowing that somebody will be there if they meet others or you or whoever it may be after the trip, that they can call. Now they have somebody that they met, like even though you're probably like, I get a ton of calls, but now they have somebody to talk to when they need it at that moment that before maybe they couldn't think of anybody in that moment to call, but they went fishing and they met a group of guys or you, and now they're having this really rough moment and they think, oh, Kevin, or they think of someone that they maybe was on the boat with them, that they feel comfortable enough now to call, and it got them out of that bad moment that they're sitting in at night or whenever. And that's the important part right there.
And then when we first started, it was mostly just focused around fishing and stuff like that. Then as we started to grow and stuff like that, we kind of noticed that, hey, we were keeping ourselves kind of contained, where we had more avenues where we opened it up to. So we actually started doing snorkeling and diving trips. We do river cruises, because not everyone wants to go out way off shore and go get beat up in a boat and stuff like that. Because some of the fishing trips, they can get pretty rough out there, but a lot of the guys love it.
We don't want to get seasick.
We get guys that get seasick all the time. I've been out there and I've been sick, and I even told the guys, man, hey, just get it up and let's go. But I mean, we found out that a lot of like our older veterans, like Vietnam guys and stuff like that, they don't want to get offshore fishing. So we started doing river cruises and stuff like that, sunset cruises, and they love it. I mean, we do at least one of them every other week. And it's such a rewarding thing, just being able to, at the end of whatever trip we're doing, just to people to say, hey, thank you. So, and that's the biggest thing for me.
So woundedwaters.org is your website. So that's a good place to start for someone who may want to get a hold of you.
If anybody ever wants to contact us or donate or do whatever they want to do, all of our information is on woundedwaters.org, our website. There's actually, you can click on a link on there, and you can nominate a veteran. So it doesn't even have to be the actual veteran reaching out. It could be a family member or a friend. They can put the information in there, and it shoots it straight to us. I'll give them a call personally, and then I try to just figure out where they're from or what they're doing. A lot of them we're finding out that are way far away from us, different states and stuff like that. So we're trying to build up bigger and big enough so that way we can start bringing people from all over. We're kind of constrained right now just because of the money stuff. But yeah, I mean, all of our information's there.
Donate directly on the website. So
you can donate
if there's anybody who has it in their heart to make a donation to Wounded Waters, if you know a veteran, or if you've ever been around a veteran, you know how important veterans are. I'm extremely thankful for every veteran that I've ever been around, and all of them in general. They do served and have done so much for us in our country. But you can make a donation right on the website. I'm sure there's an address if you want to, if you don't have access to doing it online and you want to mail a check directly to Wounded Waters, you can find all that information online, because as every nonprofit goes, that's how we function. We have to have monetary donations to do what we do, and to do what Kevin's doing. Obviously, donations are greatly appreciated so that he can take these veterans out and fish and do the river cruises and do all these the diving and the things that need to be done. And it's so important because these veterans need that outlet. They need that outlet. That number should alarm anyone that hears it. That number is, like you said, way too high. Really, one every day is too high. We don't want to hear that at all. It's just too much.
Yeah,
and so
everything that our first responders and our veterans have been through in their lives to help protect and defend our country, just losing any of them is way too many.
Exactly.
So, I mean, there should be nobody that actually looks and says, hey, suicide is my only way out, just to fight their own demons and stuff like that, when all they really need is they need a helping hand. They need someone that can help bring them out of the house, bring them out of the darkness, and just show them that, hey, there are other people that care, and whether I know you or not, I'll bend over backwards to do whatever I can just to help people out.
Exactly.
So, you know.
Exactly. And any of us that are out there helping in the community in some way, shape, or form, feel like that's our purpose. We've been given, all of us have been given a different purpose, and I think we have those kind of hearts. And obviously you do, and all of us that have nonprofits, we have that caring heart that's down in there, and we kind of feel each other's hurt and pain, and we want to help in some way. Some of us want to help, and there's a lot of people out there that want to help and just kind of don't know what to do, or we're giving you a way you can help right here today. And when we're showing you he's doing it, all you have to do is reach out and give a donation, or if listen, you can even give a gas card. Gas is extremely expensive to put right now, and that's what he needs to put in the boat to take these guys out in. So if you want to donate a gas card too, I'm sure it'll take that. So but there's many ways.
And all of the donations, they go straight to helping the vets. Everyone in our staff is all volunteer. Nobody gets any money from it. It all goes towards fuel, bait, ice, food, stuff like that, just to keep it going so we can keep doing it.
Exactly.
And all of my information is on there. My cell phone is on the website. So if anybody has a question, they can call me personally. It doesn't matter what time it is. And I'll answer the phone and answer any questions, or figure out anything that they want to help us out with, and figure out how it can help us. So, but yeah, donations is what we're definitely hurting the worst on, because it is getting very expensive to keep fuel in the boat. But yeah, because 250 gallons at a gas pump, it adds up pretty quick.
The big offshore boat too, especially, and you're looking into getting something inshore.
I actually just test drove a boat today, because our biggest thing is like I said, not everyone wants to go out offshore fishing, especially when it's rough. So we've been looking for different boats and avenues where we can take people out into the Indian River, and down to other different places and stuff like that, where it's a lot more shallow water. So I went and test drove a 22-foot Pathfinder today, and I think we're up going to buy it, so that way we can just have different days where we go. Some days we take guys offshore. If the weather's not great, then we take guys just out in the river and do flats fishing. So we're trying to do anything that we can just to keep everything going all the time. So that way we're just not limited by one boat plus the weather and stuff like that.
And you guys are doing an amazing job. We are going to take a quick commercial break, and then we're going to come back and we're going to tell you a little more about Wounded Waters, but we're also going to tell you about Kevin's business, which is very, very interesting as well, because he is very giving with that too. So stay tuned, please.
Hackford Landscaping is the full-scale tree service, hardscape, and landscape company that will do any outdoor job. Call Hackford Landscaping for tree trimming, tree injections, and removal. Services include landscape design, stump grinding, paver stone projects such as walkways, patios, and pool decks, landscape lighting, irrigation, hedge and bush shaping, flowers, trees, shrubs, rocks, sand, mulch, and sod, and more. Any outdoor job, large or small, give Hackford a call. 772-584-7364. Online at hackfordtreeservice.com.
Have you shopped at the Habitat Restore lately? this is one place that everyone must visit. It's become a regular weekly stop for many who love the thrill of discovering all the newly arriving merchandise. We become popular because of the generosity of so many Indian River County residents and businesses that donate goods. To start with, we have a deconstruction crew that removes building materials for the purpose of reuse. Through resale, the Restore continues to support the Habitat goal of serving families in our county. Of course, there's more to see. The Restore's massive showroom displays furniture for every room, all in great condition. Shoppers will love the layout, which separates departments including plumbing, home accessories, electronics, lawn and garden, tools, sporting goods, seasonal goods, and more. The Indian River County Habitat Restore is at 4580 North US Highway 1, just north of 45th Street. Tax-deductible donations can be dropped off, or we'll come and pick them up for free. Online at irchabitat.org.
New Vision Eye Center invites you to visit Dr. Paul Minotti, Dr. David O'Brien, Dr. Stephen Tate, and Dr. Robert Reinauer for customized cataract surgery, laser vision correction, state-of-the-art glaucoma treatment and surgery, retina care, and eyelid surgery, plus general ophthalmology. New Vision Eye Center provides world-class eye care in a patient-friendly environment. 772-257-8700 or visit newvisioneyecenter.com.
This is Erica Kane from Evergreen Media and Planet Vero. We wish you and your family a very merry holiday season and bright new year.
Let your inner star shine with your own show. Broadcast your own show worldwide. Contact Planet Vero now. Your show can appear on up to 3 iHeartRadio stations, plus podcasting and live video streaming. Be a part of our stellar lineup. Visit planetvero.com. Premier Cabinets and Flooring is your elite shop for cabinets and countertops. Stop by the showroom in Palm Bay on Babcock Street or schedule your free in-home estimate to see what Premier Cabinets and Flooring has to offer. They do flooring too. Wood, vinyl, laminate, and tile. They would love to earn your business. So for cabinetry and countertop sales and installation on new construction or remodels, give them a call. They do it all. 321-345-4923. Premier Cabinets and Flooring.
Welcome back, everyone. We're here with Kevin from Wounded Waters, and Kevin also has his own business, which the proceeds of his business that he uses to fund Wounded Waters, and a lot of what he does with Wounded Waters comes from his business. So that's what I meant by how generous he is. Generous, if I could talk today, it would be wonderful. How generous he is with his company as well. So I'll let him tell you about his company too.
So my company's Guardian Home Inspections. For the last couple of years, actually about the last 10 years, I owned a construction company where everywhere we went, we actually did a lot of construction and stuff like that, and I've grew around it my whole life. But the last couple of deployments have taken a lot of toll on me. I've had too many back surgeries and everything else like that, so the construction was getting hard. So I started up a home inspection business, and I tell people all the time that, hey, that all the money is pretty much mostly going to Wounded Waters. It helps keep the fuel in the boat and the bait bot. And because, I mean, I've got my military retirement and all that stuff like that, so my bills are paid. So that's what I do that for. I try to do it as much as I can, and whenever I'm not doing home inspections, I'm usually out taking veterans and first responders fishing. So, yep.
So Guardian, if somebody needs home inspections, so it could be a private, it could be a realtor, it could be whatever. What exactly
So
do you
I do everything that any kind of inspections you pretty much need. I do full home inspections, new construction, modular homes, mobile homes. I do the 4 points, the wind mitigations. I can pretty much any inspection that you kind of need for your house, I can do it. And then a few of the ones that I do for like the WDO for termites and stuff like that, I hire those out from another company. I don't make any money on it, but I pretty much try to make every single thing. So if they contact me, I'm a one-stop shop for everything. So for all the brand new home buyers, I can knock out all of their contracts, do all of the reports for them, so that way it's all done instead of them having to try to call a bunch of different people and stuff like that. But it's going really well, especially once, because most people that call me up, they have no clue about Wounded Waters or anything like that. So once I get to their house, and I start doing the inspection or something, and I start talking to them, then they really are like, oh, wow, this is amazing. All this is actually going towards a nonprofit. And I tell them, yeah. So yeah, please give me a call if you need any type of inspections or anything like that. It all goes to helping Wounded Waters out and keeping our vets out in the water.
Yeah, exactly. So if you need any type of home inspection services, you can give Kevin a call. His company is Guardian Home Inspections. Yep. His nonprofit is Wounded Waters. The proceeds from any home inspections are going to go to help Wounded Waters. So it's a win-win. You've got, if you don't need any home inspection services, of course, you can always make a donation. But if you know anyone that does, you can also refer to Guardian and let Kevin go out and do their home inspections. He does a great job, and then your money is also going right to a good cause, to a nonprofit, and he could do anything you need. He pretty much listed everything that one could need for a new home or existing home. The wind mitigation, I know, is a big one, so especially for here. So with the homes, we needed one a while back, but I didn't know about you then, so or I would have called. Yep. So that was a few years back before I had met you. So if you want any little last minute thing before we have to end the show that you want to say or get out there to anybody.
The biggest thing, the message I want to reach out to anybody that's listening is that there are a lot of veterans struggling more than people actually really know. And if you know somebody that's struggling, give us a call or give someone else a call. And it doesn't have to be just through Wounded Waters. There's plenty of programs out there, organizations, and support groups and stuff like that are all willing to help people out. But it's hard for us to know who needs help, because the people that need the help the most, you never really know about it. And those are the ones that usually we end up losing, and we just nobody saw the signs or understood it. So if you know anybody like that or anything, give us a call. We'll get them out. We'll start talking to them. If they need extra help or services like that, we know most of the support groups and different organizations around here for everything that you can just about think of that will help the veterans get going through whatever they're dealing with. I mean, we help people that are dealing with just straight PTSD and through support groups. We help people that are missing on their bills because they lost their job and stuff like that. I mean, it's not just one little thing. It's all about just that total support that we try to help and provide.
All right. Well, I thank you for what you're doing. I think it's great and amazing, and I just commend you for going out there and being a veteran yourself, doing that. And I want to say to anyone listening that may be going through something like that there's no reason. A lot of times people feel ashamed or embarrassed or think they shouldn't be feeling that way. Should never be ashamed or embarrassed of any way that you're feeling, no matter what the feeling is, and to always reach out. Like he said, you should always reach out. There's never any shame or embarrassment in what you feel, and you'd be very surprised at the response you'll get when you reach out to somebody. It's not going to be as negative or bad as you may be thinking. Those are lies in your head that you're hearing when you think that you're going to get something negative for somebody or that you shouldn't be feeling that way. That's just to try to keep you in your darkness. When you reach out to somebody, you're actually going to get positivity and light. And if you don't, you're reaching out to the wrong person. Go to someone else and you'll get it. Yeah,
because the biggest thing is people need to understand is it's okay to not be okay.
It is okay to not be okay.
So, I mean, that's the biggest hurdle right there is literally just letting them know that, hey, yes, you've got issues. I've got issues. Everyone has issues. But it's always about how you go about on helping to deal with them and learn to cope with them. So that's the biggest thing. So,
Yep. If you get the person that is not coming to you in a positive way or trying to help you, they may be going through something too and just don't know how to help you or react, then just go to the next one. Go to the next one, because there's more willing to help than aren't. So you're just not reaching out to that right person yet. Reach out to one of us. You'll get the right one. So, but you can always obviously go to our website, Love to Serve. Find my phone number, my email, and I'll get you to, I can help or get you to someone who can. There's so many organizations for veterans that I can get you to. If it's not Wounded Waters, there are other ones that can help. Wounded Waters is obviously just one of the amazing ones that is here today. And you can go to woundedwaters.org and find all his information as well. And we thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching and listening. And as always, be safe and be blessed.
Yep. Glad to be here. Thank you very much.